Grandkids, what outdated tech did your grandparents hilariously misuse? My 78-year-old Grandma Elsie got her first smartphone for Christmas last year. We thought we were being thoughtful. She'd been complaining about crushing isolation since Grandpa Harold passed away 6 months earlier, and this device would help her stay connected with family scattered across 3 states. She'd been rattling around that old farmhouse alone, talking to his empty chair at dinner. The first week was rough. Mom got frantic calls at all hours. "Linda, the tiny television is broken. I can see people moving around, but they can't hear me. Did you give me a defective one?" We figured out she was accidentally muting herself on FaceTime, her arthritic finger finding that microphone button. Easy fix, we thought. Then Aunt Nadine called. Mom says her phone is possessed by demons. She swears it talks to strangers at night, asking about weather and calendar appointments. She's been sleeping with it under her pillow, convinced it's stealing her thoughts. We assumed she was accidentally triggering Siri while fumbling in the dark, but things got weirder. Uncle Mike reported she swears the phone secretly records conversations and plays them back. Yesterday, she said it repeated something about Mrs. Henderson's terrible tuna casserole, word for word from 3 days ago. My brother got stranger updates. The phone keeps showing pictures of dead people she doesn't know, rows of them, just staring with beady eyes. She thinks it's showing souls in purgatory. I kept meaning to drive over to help troubleshoot, but work was crazy with quarterly reports due. The family calls escalated in frequency. Everyone got daily updates about Grandma's supernatural phone experiences. She's convinced the phone is haunted, Mom said during our weekly check-in. Claims it shows messages from Grandpa Harold, displays his photograph, and plays his voice. She wants to return it, says it's too spooky for a good Christian woman. She's been praying over it every morning. Finally, guilt eating at me, I drove over Saturday morning. I found Grandma in her kitchen, holding the phone like a sacred relic. "Oh honey, perfect timing. Watch this," she whispered conspiratorially. "I'll show you the magic this contraption can do." She opened Facebook, scrolled through random profiles, found someone she'd never met, tapped the call button, and when a confused voice answered, she said sweetly, "Hello, is this heaven? I'd like to speak with Harold Richardson, please. This is his wife, Elsie, and I've been trying to reach him for months." The stranger hung up immediately. "See?" she said triumphantly, eyes twinkling with mischief and hope. "I've been calling different numbers every night, trying to reach your grandfather. Sometimes I see his photo pop up on screen, so I know he's close by. Yesterday it played his voice saying he loves me. That was his old voicemail message. 6 months. She'd been randomly calling strangers throughout the night, genuinely believing Facebook was some cosmic telephone directory connecting the living and dead. The dead people with beady eyes were friend suggestions. The secret recordings were old voicemails she'd accidentally discovered. I gently explained how smartphones work, the difference between social media and phone calls, showed her video calling etiquette, and set up a contact list with clear photos and labels. Now she FaceTimes us daily with pure enthusiasm, sends dozens of heart emojis with every text, and occasionally asks hopefully if I might transfer her call to the angel department upstairs. Watching her weathered face light up when she sends her first selfie, a blurry but radiant photo of her grinning in her garden, reminds me that sometimes the most sophisticated technology is simply the patience and love that bridges generations. The phone isn't haunted, and it's just powered by Ho.